Have you ever wanted to have plants at home, but you're afraid that you're not gonna water them, that you're gonna forget about them, and you're gonna kill them? I have a much better way of having plants in your home that almost guarantees that you won't kill them. So it's propagating some leaves into water and then just leaving them there. So to begin with, I want to present the mother plant, which we are cutting the stem from, and I have my stem right here, which I cut out of basically one of these. And okay, so I have my stem. This is the leaf, my stem, and then here we have the node. This is the node right here. And then, you know, this is where the roots grow from, okay? And then we have our water. You're also gonna need something sharp to cut the stem with. You wanna make sure that it's clean and that it's gonna be like a sharp cut. Okay, so we have the plant here, and what we're gonna do is that we're gonna cut it basically to look like a T, okay? So here we have the node, here we have the stem. So we are gonna cut here and here, and then there's our leaf, there's our node, and then we can just put it in the water like this. And then you can also add more than one. I have these, and you could also leave some together like this. And then you could just put it in a cup. I have a few more here, more clippings. And then you can have it like this. And it already looks really pretty, and you could just put it anywhere and leave it alone. And it'll be fine. It will start, if you keep an eye on it, it will start to grow some roots, which is super cool to watch. And it will also give you some new leaves as well. So it will still keep growing, and it will give you some baby leaves. And for instance, these that I've had for a while, I put them in this little vase, which already has grown a lot of roots. And I kind of just leave them in the water. Sometimes keep an eye on the water and make sure that it's filled, but that's pretty much it. I haven't had to fill this in weeks, and it looks just really pretty, and you could just use it as decor. I have another one here in this vase with a few more leaves, more clippings in there, and then I have more roots. And if you want something a little bigger, I have this one here, and these are more stems, okay? And the roots do get tangled, but so this is an entire stem that I put in there, and I just put these few in the water, and that's where I got the roots, and that's what gives me the little, you know, the hanging effect of the plant out of the vase. And same thing with the other ones. So I did put a few clippings in there. You want to be really careful with the roots also, because they are sensitive. But pothos plants are really beginner friendly, and they're super easy to take care of, and they don't need too much sunlight, and they're just great, and they look really nice just around your home by a window. And then you kind of just put it back in there, and it looks really good. And you just put it on your table, and it looks great. So if you are thinking about getting a plant, but you're afraid that you might kill it, water propagating is your best bet, and it looks great. And it's super neat to watch the roots grow out. So I hope that I taught you something new. I hope that you get some plants in your house, and thank you for watching.